Fondest moment of WCW was my first night there. Bill Eadie, who I had mentioned before, was instrumental in me getting to where I wanted to go. And took a while to get there, but I eventually got there. I had been following WCW around for probably, I'll say 6-7 months. I'm here. You need me? Go watch the show, kid. Cool. Help put up the ring, take down the ring, whatever they wanted. And I just was on my way home from Mobile, Alabama. It's real late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. And got a call on the way home. I think it was around Richmond area. Harvey Whippleman called me, whom I'd become acquainted with when I worked in USWA. He was doing some managing down there, and he watched a match that I had with Paul Diamond, and liked what I had, and found out he was doing stuff with Vince, and they needed extra people up for Tuesday taping of Raw. And I was like, just coming home from friggin' Nitro ain't gonna happen. I was just too tired. Get home, unpack, take a shower, slept I think maybe 2 hours. Phone rings, and it's a very dear friend of mine, William Woody, and Junior, senior as well, but on the phone was Junior. And WCW is going to do a Saturday night taping in Salisbury, Maryland. And he wanted to know if I was going. And at this point, I was just about at the fuck it stage. Not quite there, but I was close. And I was like, I'm tired of hearing the word no. I'm tired of living out of my suitcase. I needed a break. Well, he was persistent. Said, hey, I'd like to do some networking if I could, because he ran a promotion. Could you, could we at least go up there and I can do a little bit of networking? And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So, like every good wrestler always should, always have your shit packed. Repacked my stuff. Drive to Salisbury. Walk through the door. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. And Terry Taylor come around the corner, looked at me, and please tell me you have your stuff. Okay. Well, evidently a bunch of the guys had missed a connecting flight or whatever. Said, if you got your stuff, we got a spot for you. So I was like, cool. I was in t-shirt and jeans, whatever. I didn't care. So I said, well, sure, let me go get my stuff. I'll be back. He goes, I'll take your time, go get you something to eat. So I went to the mall, bought some nice clothes, come back, and that night, WCW being the clusterfuck that it was, I got 7 assignments that night. I think the first guy I was supposed to work was Ming. They didn't want me to work Ming because I was too tall for him. Like it would have mattered. I would have let him kick my ass all over the friggin' state. Ming was awesome. Then I was supposed to work, I think it was Hugh Morris. They didn't, and then Kevin Sullivan came up and he gave me something else, and some other jerk off come up and he's like, no, you're doing this. And finally Terry came back and he goes, okay, this is what we're going to do with you. You're going to work Brian Clark, who'd just come from WWF at that point. They'd given him a character called Wrath. Very cool, very medieval type character. And can't say enough good things about Brian. Brian, classy guy, class act. Light as a feather to work with. It was an honor to be one of the first guys he killed in that company, because he, the geniuses that ran that place would have pulled their heads out of their asses. That character could have done a lot more, but they pretty much killed that. But that was probably the coolest experience. Second coolest was also probably one of my only regrets. Was a couple weeks later, I got a call to get my butt down to Chattanooga, Tennessee, UTC Arena. Get down there, another clusterfuck, another 18 people. No, don't listen to him, this is what you're doing. No, don't listen to him, this is what you're doing. No, don't listen to him, this is what you're doing. Well, they finally settled that I was going to work Muda, which was awesome. We grew up watching him. Working Muda is probably one of the coolest things ever. His speed elbow, if your eyes aren't open when he gives it to you, you wouldn't even know where to register. Same thing with the back handspring into the turnbuckle. Light as air. Ended up that it was like the semi-main event that night. And it was actually pretty cool. I was nervous as fuck. And I guess it showed, because I was backstage pacing, who the fuck am I? And Eddie Guerrero, God rest his soul, walked up to me and said, hey man, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm just nervous. And he goes, oh man, don't be nervous. And he'd asked me how long I'd been in the business, so on and so forth. And he said, you know what man, just go out there and have fun. This is what you've worked for. This is it. Just go out there and have fun and do your best. That's all you can do. Whether they like you or whether they don't, you made it this far. And I'll always remember Eddie for that. Eddie was always a very quiet guy, and me being a bottom feeder on the rung, so to speak, he didn't have to go out of his way to do something like that. And it meant a lot that he took time out of his life to try to encourage somebody else. And I never did get to thank him properly for that. So that's probably one of my biggest regrets, is I never got to thank him for that.